Not much left of this pump. Definitely overdue for replacement. So today, tomorrow, however long it takes, we're gonna replace the washdown pump, raw water washdown pump on the boat. I'm guessing this is original 2004 washdown pump, and it's about, I don't know, it's grown maybe twice as big as it should with corrosion running back, bringing the boat. We had to close the ball valve. Boat was taking on water from somewhere, not a lot, but some, and I suspect this pump is just rusted away, and that was where the leak was. Somehow we have to get this whole pump out of this tiny little hole, unthread the inlet and outlet, and do some wiring. It should be fun. Stay tuned. Hose clamp is loose. Thing is so rusted, didn't even unscrew it. It just popped right off. Give me a little more room to work with. What a mess. Let's see if we can get the motor out first. Look at that. Long overdue for replacement. Wow. Came out a lot easier than I was expecting though. SHURFLO, 20 gallons a minute. So order a new one of these, and well, we'll get that mounting bracket out first. I mean, look at this. What a mess. So get this out, we'll fire up the shop vac and suck out all this rust. Looks like half the pump's still in the boat. Overall, the electrical system on this boat is it's in excellent shape for being 2004. This was we got two lights up in the one in the T-top and one in the console that don't work, but in the washdown pump. Everything else works just like it should. So I made a mistake. Well, maybe a mistake. I bought a JABSCO pump. Looked like a better pump. I don't remember what came. SHURFLO came out of it. And we have 5/8 inch hose in the boat. And the JABSCO kit came with 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch adapters. So I had to go to the store and buy a brass 5/8 to female garden hose. And that's what we're going to end up having to put on the boat. Always something. Should have just bought the same brand. Just using a heat gun to make putting the hose barb in a lot easier. Doesn't take much. I'm just finishing up the electrical connections for our washdown pump, and I get to jam all this back into through this little hole and see if I can get it installed and hooked up. Alright, so Friday afternoon we buttoned up our washdown pump, and Saturday we went fishing and we got offshore, had some fish blood on the deck and just some mud from the boat ramp, wanted to wash it off. And we had about, I don't know, a little trickle of water come through with a bunch of algae junk. I mean, you saw the condition of the washdown pump. So I think we're clogged at the quick disconnect right here, so we're going to pull that apart and see what it looks like, and maybe disconnect from the pump itself and blow some shop air through it and see if we can get all that crud out of the line. Took it apart on the water and it was clear I needed some tools we didn't have on the boat to properly troubleshoot this. Fortunately, it's easy to get to. And this stuff smelled awful, so hopefully I don't get any of it on me. So all that gunk, I'm pretty sure it was clogging up our fitting and it doesn't look that bad. We'll take it outside and run some water through it and see what happens. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I just haven't on enough. We'll disconnect the washdown pump and we'll flush some water back flush water through it. Clean out that hose. All right. So this line runs up to there, and I suspect it's full of crud. We can hook a garden hose to this and blow it through. I'll get a 5-gallon bucket to collect whatever nastiness comes out. All right, cut it off. So quite a bit of junk came through there, and my theory is that is what was clogging up the quick disconnect. So got all that out of the line. We should be able to put it together and have a raw water washdown. So it was a pipe fitting, brass going into plastic, and there was no Teflon tape on it. I'm honestly surprised that it didn't leak, or maybe it did and we just didn't know about it. So before I put it all back together, putting a couple wraps of Teflon tape on to help seal everything up. We don't want a bunch of salt water going in our bilge we don't know about. All right, so this is the final, hopefully the final chapter in our washdown pump saga. I had the boat out on Sunday and turned on the washdown pump. Everything was working great, a lot of pressure, a lot of flow. And then I thought I'd go ahead and put on the sprayer nozzle, see exactly how far I could shoot, all that fun stuff. And as soon as I put on the sprayer nozzle, this hose came blasting off across the across the back deck. Thankfully, no kid or dog was back there, but it was held on by a loose, rusty hose clamp. If you buy hose clamps at the auto parts store or Home Depot, a lot of times they're stainless bands, but the screw itself, for whatever reason, is not stainless screw. So I went to West Marine, got some stainless steel hose clamps, and we're going to replace these two today. Slide this back on and wrench down on them, so hopefully we can actually use our washdown pump with a spray nozzle and not launch it across the back deck. So just a simple fix, 2 hose clamps. All right, after 2 or 3 tries trying to get the washdown pump fixed, we finally have all our connections done. Good pressure from that pump. Matt with Marine Tech, thanks for watching.